Well, it's official, ladies and gentlemen. The bears were right. Tesla is a busted growth story. As we can see, a mere 258,580 vehicles. Wait a second. Oh, that's 2022. How unprofessional of me. I must be on the wrong page. That was last year. That was 12 months ago. 258,000. Let me just double check. That's better. 2023. Oh, is that all? 479,700 vehicles produced. Deliveries, which are irrelevant. They're all going to be delivered. There's a gap, there's inventory, it takes time, but I don't care about deliveries, I care about production. They're going to sell every vehicle they make all decade, count on it. Deliveries 466,140. This is a great effort. Of those, almost 20,000 Model S and X, Model 3 and Y combined, in excess of 460,000 vehicles produced. How does that compare to Q1 of this year? In Q1, 440,808 vehicles produced, 422,875 vehicles delivered. So about 8.82% quarter-over-quarter production increase. If you annualize that, that's about a 40% rate of production increase throughout a 12-month period. Obviously, I was trolling at the beginning of this video. This was a year ago, 12 months ago, 258,580. A year later, not 379,000, but 479,700 vehicles produced. That means Tesla has almost doubled, one more time, almost doubled the number of vehicles produced year over year. More proof that Tesla is a busted growth story and the bears were right. A little bit of additional context. In 2021, in Q2, 206,421 vehicles produced. And by the way, if you guys would like more content, you should definitely subscribe over on Twitter. I've posted 29 new videos exclusively available to my Twitter subscribers since launching subscriptions just a couple of months ago, including a very spicy Q&A video clocking in at over 20 minutes I just posted today. Check out the links in the pinned comment to subscribe over on Twitter. Let's look at things visually. Sometimes a chart can really sum things up perfectly. If you're listening to audio only, please, on screen now, check this out. Shout out to Sawyer Merritt for the chart. Does this look like exponential growth to you? Sure does to me. It is really worth taking a time to walk through the quarter-over-quarter deliveries for Q2 throughout Tesla's history as a publicly traded company. In Q2 2012, Tesla delivered 12 vehicles, not 12,000, 12. In 2013, just over 5,000. 2014, about 7,500. In 2015, 11,500. 2016, almost 15,000. 2017, 22,000. 2018, 40,000. 2019, almost 100,000. Remember, the scamdemic fascist shutdowns caused some temporary anomalies in 2020, just over 90,000. 2021, 201,000. 2022, 250,000. 2023, nearly 500,000 vehicles delivered, not produced. Again, I much prefer to focus on production, but hey, I didn't make the chart. It's close enough as a proxy for Tesla production. Obviously, this is the end of the growth story because Tesla doesn't have 2 factories currently ramping and hasn't announced the Mexico factory. And oh wait, no, that's all actually, yeah, I take that all back. I think what I'm trying to say is you ain't seen nothing yet. Headlines on the Bloomberg terminal. Tesla tops expectations as price cuts lift deliveries to record. Here's a great chart from James Stevenson once again. In a nutshell, the Tesla growth story. We're looking at Tesla cumulative vehicle production, the number I like, not deliveries. Again, they will deliver every vehicle they produce. There will be a gap because the factory isn't in the customer's front yard. The vehicle doesn't get produced and immediately get delivered. It takes time. Just look at this beautiful exponential curve. There are still many skeptics today, a lot of the Tesla bears who for some reason don't think Tesla can sustain this rate of growth. But they've been thinking and saying the same thing now for almost the last decade. 2012, 2013, 2014. Understandably, well, they can't keep growing at that rate forever. They're starting from a really low base. And that reasoning wasn't actually that off point. When you are starting from a low base, it's very easy to go from 12 vehicles delivered to 5,000 to 8,000 and so on. That's quite easy. But Tesla has now proven over the span of about a decade that they are capable of maintaining an incredible rate of growth in their vehicle production. No other company that I've ever seen has grown a large manufactured product at this rate. The onus is well and truly now on the Tesla bears to explain exactly what is going to cause this rate of growth to slow. Tesla themselves are aiming to reach approximately 20 million vehicles produced per year by 2030. Now, whether they get there or not, maybe they'll be a few years late. They could even be early, but it's hard to argue they're on track, at least if you understand exponential growth. Tesla has now delivered close to 4.5 million vehicles. If I were recording this video just 2 years ago in 2021, I would have been saying Tesla has now delivered close to 2 million vehicles. For those of you who aren't particularly familiar with exponential growth, let's do a little exercise. Let's explore this number in a little bit more detail. Tesla, this quarter, produced 479,700 vehicles. Let's ignore the fact that they have 2 factories currently ramping, more on the way. Let's say that Tesla's rate of production remains steady. What does this turn out to be at an annualized production rate? All we need to do is multiply by 4. As I record this, Tesla's annualized rate of production is now approaching 2 million units per year. If you want to be pedantic, 1.9188 million units per year. Obviously, Q3 is going to be a larger number than Q2, and Q4 will be a larger number than Q3 and Q2. Tesla themselves have told us they're aiming to reach 20 million vehicles produced per year by 2030. Now, whether they get there, whether they're a couple of years late, or maybe even early, that's not the point. The point is, they will get there. The question is, how much more exponential growth is required? How many more doublings, given the fact that Tesla has a history, decade-long history more than, of literally doubling their rate of production, give or take about every 2 years, just really roughly. So let's see how many times we need to double this till we get to approximately 20 million. You may be surprised. If we double this once, we're at 3.8 million units per year. Double it again. We're now at 7.6. Double it again. We are now at over 15 million units per year. Spitting distance from Tesla's goal. Double it once more, and we're now over 30 million units per year. If you lost track, that was 4 doublings to get to 30 million. 3 doublings to get to 15 million. Tesla need only double their rate of production, about 3.5 times, very approximately, and they will be at 20 million units produced per year. Given that Tesla in the past historically has approximately doubled their rate of production every 2 years, and we're in 2023 now, you don't need to be a math genius to figure this one out. Let's just say hypothetically, Tesla can roughly maintain this approximate 50% rate of production increase year over year, or a doubling every 2 years. Tesla only needs 6 years. There's 7 left this decade. They only need 6 years, a doubling every 2 years in that period of time, and they will be literally at their goal of 20 million units produced per year. The onus is now firmly on the bears and the skeptics to explain exactly why Tesla is suddenly, out of nowhere, no longer going to be able to continue to maintain this insane rate of production growth. And that being said, attempted reasoning that amounts to self-immolation, like this all-time classic from the falsely named user, Logical Thought, back in 2014, this kind of reasoning won't hold up. Why projections for Tesla to sell 500,000 cars in 2020 are absurd. The sell side is forecasting that Tesla will sell 500,000 cars in 2020. If Tesla sells 35,000 cars this year, 500,000 sales in 2020 would imply a 6-year CAGR of 56%. Again, that's approximately a doubling every 2 years. You ready for some illogical thought? No complex product manufacturer has ever grown that quickly from a revenue base of 3 billion or more.
Therefore, it can't possibly happen because I'm a genius and I use logical thought.
For anyone keeping score at home, Tesla did deliver 500,000 cars in 2020. The gist of this extremely embarrassing article on Seeking Alfalfa is, no company's ever grown something this fast, therefore it won't happen. That's not reasoning, and that is not logical. I understand the point. However, now that we have seen Tesla do literally this, defied the skeptics, the critics, they've done something that many people supposedly thought was not possible because examples, the onus is firmly now on the bears and skeptics to explain why this time is different. Why, after doing things that no one expected were possible, they had a publicly stated goal, 500,000 vehicles per year by 2020. They announced this in 2014 and they hit it. Why is Tesla suddenly now going to miss their next long-term publicly stated goal in terms of production? I'd just like to read the final paragraph here. Conclusion. Even if Tesla were able to grow as quickly as Microsoft did in its prime, an absurd scenario for a non-monopolistic, non-software company, it would produce only 186,000 cars in 2020. And now another chart. Tesla versus the so-called competition, who literally do need a telescope to see Tesla. We're looking at quarterly vehicle delivery growth. Globally, these are per brand. Left to right, you've got the quarterly increases. So they should all be growing, roughly. Not looking great for Porsche there. Nor Skoda. Audi making some progress. Mercedes making some progress. BMW making some progress. And VW kind of making some progress too. And then you have Tesla towering over all of the so-called competition. As I've said a million times since day one on this channel, Tesla has won the decade. Another fantastic chart here from James Stevenson. I'll zoom in a little bit in a moment, but just soak this one up. We're looking at premium brand US vehicles sold. Not electric, just vehicles. One more time. These are not electric vehicles. These are vehicles. Tesla in red, towering over the so-called competition once again. Let's zoom in. I'm not going to run through these all by name, so if you're listening audio only, it's worth paying attention once again. Notice a trend here. Not going in the right direction here. Going in the wrong direction. Some growth for BMW, good for them. Buick collapsing. Genesis growing from a very low base. Infiniti collapsing. Jaguar collapsing. Land Rover falling. Lexus falling. Lincoln falling. Mercedes falling. Porsche barely increasing. Tesla to the fucking moon. And even Volvo making some progress. You know what's next? The mass market. Affordable vehicles. Tesla's coming for Toyota and Honda. They will eat their breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this will happen a lot faster than people realize. Remember that whole next generation Tesla vehicle? 50% cheaper to produce, that one? Yeah. Only a couple of years away from production commencing. Speaking of production commencing, after Tesla's record-breaking quarter, we're now in Q3. Guess what begins deliveries in Q3? That's right, the Cybertruck. Now, admittedly, the volume of Cybertruck in terms of Tesla total deliveries in Q3 is going to be almost nothing. In Q4, it's also going to be a spec. However, as Tesla ramps up production of the Cybertruck, they unlock an entirely new market. At this point in time, Model Y is carrying Tesla and Model 3 is contributing a fair bit. Model S and X are irrelevant specs. But Cybertruck has potential to do sales per year, annual volumes, somewhere in the vicinity of the Model 3. And that's before the next gen vehicle comes out, whose total addressable market will be many, many, many millions of units per year. One final chart here from James Stevenson. We're looking at trailing 12-month global Tesla deliveries. Q2 2013, a decade ago, till Q2 2023. With 2 new factories currently ramping up, Cybertruck delivery is about to commence. The next-gen vehicle soon to begin production as well. A couple of years from now, these will be on sale. Also, I think it's pretty clear what the next few years and the rest of this decade on the chart look like. Still today, some of the dimwits on Wall Street are expecting Tesla, if they're lucky, to be selling maybe 6 or 7 million units per year at the end of the decade. I don't believe these predictions will age well. For what it's worth, Wall Street underestimated Tesla production and deliveries this quarter. But remember, Tesla never misses or beats. They just do what they do. It is Wall Street who overestimate or underestimate. It's going to be very interesting to see how Tesla's stock reacts when the markets open on Monday. If history is anything to go by, the stock should probably collapse. And I'm not giving investment advice, okay? Don't be a fucking idiot. Don't short-term gamble. If you do, know that you probably risk vaporizing your capital. However, the point I'm making here is Tesla's stock can often act the polar opposite of the way you might expect. And I just have to do it one more time. I'd just like to once again congratulate everybody who panic sold Tesla stock near $100 per share. Please take a long, hard look in the mirror, and then take a long, hard look at this chart, and then look in the mirror again and ask yourself, why did I do that? Why am I so emotionally fragile? Am I cut out for investing? Maybe not. Athletic Greens AG1 has given me a massive, meaningful boost in energy, allowing me to do a lot more every day, including using my brain more and using my body more. I highly recommend you guys and girls check it out. Athletic Greens AG1 is an excellent way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and adaptogens to help you deal with stress. Plus, if you click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, you can get yourself a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of you guys and girls have to say. AG1 has changed my life. I was, as you described, treating myself like a circus, ate like trash, rarely exercised, used alcohol as a stress crutch, cannabis also. AG1 is what gave me the kick in the ass, got me back to the gym, motivated me to do more for myself, family, my business, etc. Keep doing what you do. Now, I know there's some skeptics, the same kind of people who think Elon Musk is a fraud, reading this going, what do you thought? There's no way that's possible, bro. It must be a placebo effect. Believe it or not, this is a recurring theme. If you give your body everything it needs to feel and perform its best, including having a lot more energy, you'll need ways to use that energy. For me personally, that includes more exercise, moving my body more social activity, and more cognitively demanding tasks, including producing a fuck ton of exclusive content over on Twitter and on Patreon, plus my daily YouTube uploads. The proof's in the pudding. On to another testimonial from a viewer of this channel. SMR, you asked me to provide feedback on AG1. Here it is. It has helped with mental acuity, stamina, and intestinal waste management. Can't read between the lines. It certainly helps with regularity and digestion. That's what the digestive enzymes are for. It has also dramatically reduced my cravings for sugar. You guys need to stop eating sugar. It's fucking poison. I'm 50, 5'9", and overweight, aka a fat motherfucker. I think that's a technical term for overweight, isn't it? Is it fat motherfucker or obese? I can't remember. I average 100 hours a week in the West Texas oil fields as a safety supervisor. Jesus Christ, dude. No wonder you're struggling to keep your weight under control. 100 hours a week. Brutal. It has helped me lose weight. It is not an appetite suppressant. It can help fat people suppress cravings, and motivation to be healthier is critical for changing your diet. Love you, brother. Again, this is a great point and something people really don't seem to grasp. If you have more energy, everything becomes easier. It's like turning on easy mode for life. A few years ago, before I was taking AG1, my health was trash. I was struggling to get through the day, had afternoon fatigue. The last thing I wanted to do was either use my brain or move my body. Didn't have the energy. Now, my biggest struggle every day is figuring out ways to use that energy. I'm exercising way more, doing a lot more with my friends and family, and of course, my work output has increased substantially. And you can fact check me. Check out the average length of my videos I was posting to YouTube 3 years ago. Need I say more? And one final testimonial. Love this one. Okay, here's the deal for me with this AG1 shit. I'm 41 years old and not the type to eat, drink, smoke, or sleep healthy, so I was skeptical. That being said, here's what I experienced. Day 1, meh. Day 2, afternoon fatigue was about 45 minutes late. Day 3, 0 afternoon fatigue. Day 4, 0 afternoon fatigue plus extra energy. Day 5, again, 0 afternoon fatigue plus energy. Wondering, what the fuck, really? See, this is the thing, right? The results for many people are just almost too good to be true. This is the same experience I had. My afternoon fatigue just vanished out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not tired in the afternoons anymore? Surely it's not that AG1, is it? Turns out it was. Day 6 and 7, same thing. Day 8, same thing. Plus, I had the want to get things done around the house that I normally would slack off and not get done. Again, the point, extra energy, you'll need to use it. You'll find ways to use it. Day 9, 10, and 11, and today is day 12. I fucking love it. So however you managed to get me to buy it, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, SMR. It really changed me so far. Guys, this shit really works. Just try it. By the way, this is the reason I continue to relentlessly promote AG1. A lot of people get real fucking mad in the comments. Oh my God, Snake Oil Salmon's sold out. Oh my God, he's a scammer. This is fraud. But constantly, I'm pretty sure everyone making these comments is also currently short Tesla stock. I'm not particularly concerned about people having a negative perception, those folks suffering from small brain syndrome, still living in my bum's basement syndrome, etc., writing mean comments, claiming AG1's a scam or it doesn't work. I mean, bro, when I get feedback like this is what keeps me going. And remember, there is a 90-day money-back guarantee. There's nothing to lose here. Just try this stuff for a month, and if you don't get these results, get your money back. See, it's a literal no-brainer. It's an IQ test at this point in time. Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial like this. Get your money back if it doesn't work. Just try it for a month, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Today's the day. It's finally time. Be like this guy who was a massive skeptic, but finally, after 1,000 promotions in a row, caved in, tried AG1, and has results like this. Head to drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment, and please, let me know how you're feeling in a few weeks' time. Now, if you'll excuse me, time to put my extra energy to good use. I'll be recording some more exclusive content for Patreon and my Twitter subscribers. So click the links in the pinned comment. See you over on Twitter and or Patreon. And don't forget to grab your AG1. Love ya.